So we're back. I got some of the rocks here painted, as you can see. I'm going to do even a lighter gray eventually, but I got to do more sculpt to mold work. You can see this is painted. It looks pretty good, but I don't like it exactly the way it is, so we're going to fix that up a little bit. I just use gray and dry brush it on. I'm just going to do this wall here, but I'm going to sculpt mold all this. Again, I want to apologize. It's been a while since I've been back at model railroading. I went to the beach last weekend to get that beach house ready. So yeah, this should be glued in. This is glued in. That over there with the weight is glued in. The bridge will not be glued in. None of these two bridges will be glued in, but I got to sculpt mold these pillars here. I got to paint them then. I got to paint that. I got to do a little bit more sculpt mold work over there. I got to finish the work on there. I got to do the mountain, of course. So I will eventually be doing that. I'm busy tomorrow. I got some things I got to redo or do, not on the layout, but in life in general. I got to finish that tunnel portal back there at some point. So I'm hoping to get work on this tomorrow, at some point tomorrow morning or afternoon. But I will keep you guys updated on that. But actually, I really want to show you guys a yard, and you guys let me know what you think of I should do, if it's a good idea or not. And let me know in the comments below. So we're gonna head over to the yard and show you what that looks like. And while we're heading over to the yard, I might as well just show you the rest of the layout. So it's for something cool. There's the town of my mom's building. So back there, you'll actually kind of see the change of the yard. I don't like that view. Let's go up really high. So you guys can kind of see there's new turnouts there. And then there's a new yard line, as you can see. And let me swing around and show you what I'm planning on doing. I'll try not to move too fast for you guys so I don't give anybody a headache or eyes rolling in their head or something like that. Okay, so here's the plan. It's going to actually be the exact way you see it. So this will be a back side of the yard. I will probably have power to it. I don't know. We'll see. But it will end just like that, the way it is. This line here will not end there. It will probably end somewhere over here. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure how much room I have for something special. This line here will end like that and will come down as long as if I have to make more room, I will. But I have two righties and a lefty. So this is a left turnout. This is a right hand. This is the right hand. And this is going to be for something special. And I will mention it in a minute. And then this is a right hand switch into a right hand switch. And then it gives me enough where I got enough rails here where I can pull in, stop the train, back up, and then come down the yard line here, or I can come down the yard line here. I'm not sure if I like this idea yet, but I kind of do, because then I get extra yard parking and stuff like that for extra longer cars and engines and trains and stuff like that. And then it comes down to here, and then we have all the switching and operation and stuff. Now I will power these switches to the under table thing, which means I have to get more DC powered things of those. Here's the connections for that. And as you can see, that's going to end like that. So that's supposed to be like that. I'm using Kato track, but so we're getting a better angle here on this side. So what that special event or thing is going to be is a turntable, an end scaled. And I'm probably going to go with a Wolfner's, or however you pronounce that, not the Kato, because the Kato can wire to DCC, but the other one that you would sink down in, which is the Wolfner's turntable, actually has DCC ready to go, meaning I can just hook it up to my bus wire and run it off with the control switch that comes with in DCC, and it will always have DCC power all the way through the track. The only thing I don't like about that is I do have to sink it down in. I'm probably going to test piece it with that piece of foam or that piece of foam there. and then sync it in eventually as like a tester. But yeah, the Kahlo turntable I like does have a DC control box and panel that comes with. But what I don't like is it can run DCC through the rails, but not through the motor to turn the turntable. And what I don't like about that is you can run DCC through the rails, but once you're not connected to any of the rails, you don't have that power anymore. So if you have a sound engine, it will shut off until you get back to wherever you have power to, and then it will connect. What I do like about the Kahlo is it can actually sit in a platform like this, is what I heard anyways. And you don't have to sync it in, but I would like to kind of sync it in, honestly. I'm not really sure. But I also like to be able to have DCC power all the way through the rails the entire time. So I don't know. But I know it doesn't look like a whole lot of room here for a turntable, but it actually might be because I don't know how wide or how long they are. And I might get 180 foot or 130 foot and then skilled. But I don't know. We'll see. But let me know if you think a turntable should go here. I think it should, because then I can turn around my cars and engines without taking them off the track at all. But it's a good spot, and I figured, why the heck not? So, and then all these yard lines are either going to stay or go. Not all of them. They're all going to stay. I want as much yard lines as I can to park more longer trains and stuff like that. But I also want to make room for their turntable. So once the turntables can fit in, then I can figure out, okay, where can I put these yard lines? Make them longer, make them shorter, make them turn away from somewhere or something like that. But yeah, seriously, guys, help me out. Let me know in the comments below, and subscribe to me, by the way, if you want to see more videos or anything like that. But let me know if you think a turntable should go here or not. I'm definitely probably going to do it, but I want to hear from you guys. Let me know. And yeah, so I don't know in the next video. I don't have a turntable yet, so I don't know if in the next video we'll have one mounted in, but maybe we will, maybe we won't. But the next video will probably be somewhere likely over there once I get some work done. But yeah, thanks for watching. My name is Nick, and I am a model railroader, and model railroad on, folks. Have a nice day. All right. Thank you. Bye now. All right. So for this turntable idea and track plan, I also want to mention, I did not say, is the bridge length on the turntable itself and Kahlo is a little bit shorter than the 130-foot bridge or 180-foot bridge. I did not mention that, and I don't like the Kahlo one because of the bridge length is probably not going to be long enough for like a big boy or a longer locomotive or engine or something like that. So that's one of the cons about the Kahlo also. But the Wolfners that you sink down in turntable might allow me to fit longer engines on. So that's something to look into or something to think about. And I would like to see if Kahlo would be able to make a longer bridge on their turntables. That would be kind of nice if they did, but I don't know. But that was my other con for the Kahlo turntable, is the bridge is not very long on the actual table itself compared to the Wolfners that have a little bit longer turntables. So I forgot to mention that, and I apologize. But I definitely think a turntable should fit here easily, but I don't know. We'll see. And yeah. Excuse me. And here's all the things. I'm going to use this Kahlo DC power box and run those little switches that come off of that with those little connectors there on the bottom there. And then run them all the way across this whole shelf thing I built here for all of that. And another thing is, I might not put power to this turnout and this turnout. Like, I might not actually control them by power, but this one and where is it? This one might be just hand throwed like that kind of thing. I don't know. We'll see. This is the main line and main line in the yard for parking on and stuff like that. So that's why I want to power these two, but the other two switches probably won't matter much. But again, I might not have this here. It is nice to have an extra yard line, but I don't know. I like the looks it comes out as, but I also kind of like it to give me a little bit more room. Following this line here, I like it to give me a little bit more room to fit the turntable, which means then I'll only have these two lines there, those two lines there. But I don't know. We'll see. Um, Maybe the turntable will actually fit with all these lines here. Maybe it'll fit just like in a really small circle. Well, not really small, but you know what I mean. Um, but I guess the next step is to get turntable, see how it fits, and see what size it is, and maybe I can keep all this here. I'm real hoping for that, anyways. I probably won't end up using this line too. That's the other thing I might that might be the other reason why I might take this out. It might not even be used. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe get the turntable, and if it doesn't fit this with this line here, but the other two, again, then maybe I will take this out and then save those two switches down there for like backup switches if those other two go out or something like that. But yeah, there's a lot of thinking to do for right here. And again, I really, really hope to get the turntable soon and be able to see how big it actually is in the circle, to see how it fits and all. But yeah. So this line you might not ever see again, unless the turntable fits between this line and that line, which will be in front of that line. But I don't know. We'll see. And yeah.